You know, when it comes to action cameras and you're doing an investigation and you want to be able to try to get the most amount of video quality that you can, but you're on a budget. And like in the other video that I had shown, doing a 1080p camera and converting it over to where it will see IR light. I'll put a link up here so that you can check that out. But this one here is a budget 4K, and it is a native 4K action camera. It has very good audio, as you can hear, because the audio that you're hearing is coming straight out of the camera. And also it has electronic image stabilization, has a 1/4-20 screw on the bottom so you can mount it to a tripod. And why would you want to get a 4K action camera if you can't afford a 4K camcorder or a 4K DSLR or a 4K mirrorless camera? These action cameras, they're getting so inexpensive nowadays that this is one of the reasons why you want to get a 4K. Because if you do happen to catch something and it is very hard to see and you're trying to zoom in on it and you use 1080, what's going to happen is once you start to zoom in, your video quality starts to degrade rapidly. You start to get a lot of pixelation and you start to wonder, is it really a capture that you saw, or is it just artifacts being introduced because you're zooming in so much? So when you have a 4K action camera and a 4K video file, you're able to actually really zoom in without losing all that video quality, so that you, if by chance you did capture something that was either truly paranormal or something that's just an anomaly, you'll be able to tell and your viewers will be able to see. What I'll do is I'll put a product link in the description below so that you can check it out for yourself. Very, very easy to convert this over. Like I said, that video that I had posted up, the link to, it's the same process with this camera. And now I'm going to show you some video clips just to see what it looks like with an IR light and how much that you can zoom in and how that video quality still remains. And here's just an example of its electronic image stabilization, hand holding this, just walking. And you can see that it actually works very, very well for stabilizing your footage. And now I'm up here in a dark game room. But just to show you, this is without any light, and then we'll throw on a little IR light. And the batteries in this IR light are about dead, but just to give you a rough idea. Okay, let's try that again with some fresh batteries in it. So you can see nice detail, and then I'll zoom in a little bit in editing just so you can see the detail. So this works very, very well. Gives you 4K image quality for your investigations, and it's on a budget, 4K 30 frames per second, and electronic image stabilization. Now, one thing to keep in mind, for those of you that don't like that pink or purple that these cameras put out whenever that you modify them, you can always switch it over to black and white, like right now. Okay, now switch this over to black and white, and now you can see it actually gives you a little bit more pleasing look without that pink and that purple tone. And if you guys are interested and you want to up your paranormal game, the 4K, here's a budget way to do it. Put a link in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. And since we're all on lockdown, it'll give us a little something to do to get prepared for the next investigation. Until the next video, bye-bye.